Hey guys, it's Alina here, and today I'm going to talk my September favorites. So if you've never watched favorites video, it's basically when I share what I've been obsessed with for that past month. So before I jump into the items, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like favorites videos and you want me to keep doing them, because I'd be happy to do that. And let's just jump on in. So I actually don't have that many favorites this month. I'm not sure why. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I traveled so much. Usually when I travel, especially for like skincare and my face makeup, I don't like to get too experimental as far as trying new items and taking new items with me on a trip, because I don't have the fallback option of all of my makeup and skincare stuff. So usually I'm pretty particular, and that's probably why I don't have anything specific that's new that I'm really into as far as like face makeup. So let's start with skincare. I only have one item that's, a new favorite for me, and it's the Philosophy Micro Delivery Exfoliating Wash. This stuff is amazing. I've actually had this bottle for a while and I just haven't used it yet, just because I wasn't sure how I was going to incorporate it into my, skin regimen. So it's a 30-second cleansing mini peel. So it's supposed to be exfoliating. You can use it daily, which is kind of cool, but the beads that are in this are so fine that it's not going to be a harsh exfoliator. So it is something that you could definitely use every day. And it does kind of have this feeling of like a chemical peel, but not as intense. I don't know. I actually really like it. I love how my skin feels after it. I probably wouldn't use it every day. I've been using it every few days, alternating this with when I do like a more harsher exfoliant. I really like it. Definitely leave me a comment if you've tried this before and you like it too, or leave me a comment if you don't like it and why. Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. I've been using this every single time I've put my makeup on, and that's why it's like almost done. And I think that's what made me think, wow, I need to put it in a favorites video, because I feel like it's been a while since I have. This isn't the only primer that I use. I usually put this in areas that I find I tend to get like rough patches. For whatever reason, my skin just gets mad in certain places. So I put it around my nose area here, and kind of like my T-zone-ish. Even though I moisturize my face, I find that this gives it another little boost right before I put my makeup on. And then I put like a pore filling primer on the areas with the more visible pores. But yeah, I just love it. I just freaking love it. It just feels so amazing, and I'm gonna cry when it's over. Okay, next. This has been in favorites video like 17,000 times, and I have to keep putting it in there because it's literally amazing. This is what I take when I go on a trip. You know why? Because I know it's always going to do me right. It's always going to be a good thing. It's the Hourglass Ambient Blush Palette. Unfortunately, it doesn't exist anymore. I especially love this shade Mood Exposure. Amazing. Luminous Blush is also a really good shade. And then Incandescent Electra is nice for a really light day look. My dogs are playing in the living room again. Every video. I don't know why. They're like, oh, she's filming a video? Let's stop taking naps like we do all day long and let's play. I hope that they come out with this again. And I know that I could just buy the individual pan, but I just love getting a palette version just because I don't have to commit to one blush when I go on a trip. I have 3 that I know I really like. They all look great. All are buildable and amazing. Speaking of trips, my past 2 trips, I brought my Lorac Pro Contour Palette. And the reason for that is because I hit pan on 2 of my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette, and I don't know why, that was just so alarming for me that I hit pan on 2 of them, and I was like, I don't want this palette to end because I love it so much, and that's literally all I was using and I was taking on every trip. So I've been starting to use this one, and I think I like this one better now. I didn't think I would say that, and it's not that I haven't used this one. I think was trying to use this one how I use the other one, and you cannot do that because this is so much more pigmented. So much more pigmented. So literally you use very little. I've been using this nonstop and it looks like I haven't even touched it. And I like that it has a shimmer highlight in there in case I forget to bring a more shimmery highlight, because I like my glitter. It's got the yellow highlight, which is good for the under eye area. It's got the beige highlight if you're not worried about dark circles or you have other areas that you want to highlight. It's just a really nice palette. I really like it. One more palette. So this is a new palette. This is a part of the Holiday 2016 collections, and it is the Too Faced Christmas in New York, the Chocolate Shop set. You can't buy the palette by itself, but this, what I'm talking about loving is the palette itself. So I believe the set is $58. It's the Sephora exclusive set. But this palette, I have been using this palette so much. And usually I don't get that much use out of holiday palettes, but I've been getting so much use out of this one in particular, especially this shade Chocoholic. Amazing transition shade. And I've been getting so many compliments when I use this palette for looks. It's just absolutely amazing. The one thing I will recommend when using that palette with some of the more glittery shades, if you want like a wow factor, use it with this other favorite, which is the NYX Glitter Primer. I know Too Faced makes a glitter glue, but I just don't have it. I have the NYX one, and it works just as amazing. I've also been really obsessed with glitter in general, which I guess is not that alarming because I'm always really obsessed with glitter, but I've just gotten back in the swing of it. So the other thing that I've been loving doing is putting this in my inner corner area and applying this particular glitter, which is the Too Faced Glamour Dust in Glitterly. This is the one that comes in the Power of Makeup set. Let's see if I can show you without like spilling it all over me. I knew that was gonna happen. I just fairy dust, you guys. Fairy dust everywhere. Oh my god. Glitter on the next item. So the next item I'm obsessed with is the new Real Techniques mini eraser sponges. I also got the contour sponge, but I haven't used it yet. But I brought these mini sponges with me on a trip and really like dug into them. They are so amazing. I love the regular sponge, perfect for all over the face, but this end, as pointy as it is, it just like, I feel like it's not small enough. This thing is incredible. It's so tiny. So it's so tiny, you get all up in there. I also love it for applying like a liquid highlight, just because it's so small and it gives you a lot of control. Amazing, and so much cheaper than the beauty blenders. Oh my gosh, there's glitter everywhere. Everywhere. I've also been obsessed with the Too Faced sketch marker in black. Fancy name. So I've been taking this with me on trips. I love that it's a felt tip. I love that it's not a super flexible or super stiff felt tip. It's just the perfect felt tip liner. Now, if you're looking for like gel liner that you apply with a brush, I've been loving the Tarteist clay paint liner. So I love this because I find when you have to dip into a pot, which I do have one of the Tarte gel liners that comes in a pot, I feel like they tend to dry out really fast because I feel like every time you stick your brush in there, it creates another little pocket with air to go into, and then that area kind of dries up. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that thinks that, but how this works is it has like a little kind of, I don't even know, well or something, and you squeeze up the product and then you pull from there. And that way, like whatever product that is left over will stay up there, but the product inside isn't really that affected. I feel like the act of putting the brush to your eye and then putting it back in the pot and putting the brush to your eye and putting it back in the pot, I feel like that's probably not a good thing either. Now that I say it, it sounds really gross. And this glitter everywhere is just making me sad. Speaking of glitter and sparkliness, so the next item is the Urban Decay Afterglow Highlighter, and this is in the shade Sin. This is not a highlight for someone that does not want like a more glittery, wow type of highlight. I always bring the Balm Mary Luminizer with me to every trip, but I was like having the same issue as the Kat Von D thing. I was just thinking, I'm gonna hit pan on this thing soon and it's gonna make me really sad. So I was just wanting to try to take a different highlighter with me to force myself to use it because I'm so comfortable with the Balm one. And the Balm one is better if you don't want a more glittery highlight. Not that this has like glitteriness, but it is a much stronger highlight, I feel like. I've got two more items, well technically three. So the lip combination I've been loving lately is the Tarte Lip Paints with TBT as the overall and then Namaste in the middle. And when you kind of blend it, it gives this beautiful ombre look. It looks like I have lip liner thing going on. I've been loving this combination. And it's great because I've worn Namaste on its own and some days it looks fine and then some days I'm like, I look really dead. So I find that this is a great shade to just like pop in the middle of something that you want it to be a little lighter. Like I feel like mixing these two would be an incredible shade. And then the last item is not makeup related. It's this little Bluetooth remote, and it was super inexpensive on Amazon. I'll link it. It connects to your phone via Bluetooth, so it's super easy to take selfies. It also controls Snapchat or Instagram stories. So if you set it up on a tripod and you wanted to take a story of like you and your friend or you by yourself, you don't have to physically press it. You can just like have it over here and it'll record a video, it'll take a photo. So basically you hold it down if you wanted to record a video and you just press once if you wanted to take a photo. It's amazing because y'all know I'm a one-woman show and I don't have anyone to help me, and I take all my selfies. I'll take everything. I'll do it all. Maybe someday I'll have someone to help me, but for now, this little remote is bae. I think that's all I have for favorites. I told you guys, I didn't have a lot of favorites this month that were different than other months. So I hope you guys enjoyed this favorites video. Be sure to comment below what your favorites were this month. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.